Alright, y'all, it's Sunday morning. It's about 4:45 or so. We're gonna head out to the Neuse River out by Raleigh today. See if we can scope out some locations for the Hookum Up bank fishing tournament coming on the 25th. Stay tuned. Alright, we found the first spot we're gonna try on the Neuse River here. Get ready for the tournament on the 25th. Never been out this way before, and it's pretty dark, so just waiting for a little daylight so I can get a lay of what I'm looking at here. All right, we'll be back. All right, it was quite a bit of a walk, but I think we found a spot. Now we're gonna go back and get the gear out of the car. Wagon's loaded. Time for that long walk back to the spot. Let you know how it goes. We are still walking back to our spot. It's pretty. I hope it's worth it. Alright, we finally got our poles in the water. They've been in the water about 10 minutes. That's what it's about right there. Yeah, that was a nice fish. It was a hike to get here, but it was worth it. I'm set up, finally sitting down for a minute, and hoping for another one just like it. Nice little spot here. It's a steep bank. There's a nice deep pool on the other side, and there's some overhang. Got some logs and things in the water there, some roots. We're on the sunny side of the bank, but we still got some shade over there. But it's been quiet since that first fish. Well, it's been pretty quiet since that first fish. I did have a wrap on shrimp. Nothing on the garlic chicken. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, and I'm gonna move down this way a little ways. There's a nice pool there about where that big rock island sits there. Try out. And then I think, depending on what time it is there, I want to move up to the top end of this little sandbar point. There's some, looks like some deeper pools along that bank on the other side. We'll give it a try. I'll give it a few more minutes here first. That first fish made it worth waiting a little bit just to see. There is nothing biting right now, and I just broke off. I got hung up, so I guess a good time to show you what I'm using. This is my main line here, and I've got a snap swivel so I can change out my weights. I'm using a 2-ounce coin sinker, and then I put a bead on it, and then I run that. I'm going to run that to a barrel swivel here, and then I'm going to do a leader, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, for my leader from my barrel swivel to my hook, I'm going to use, I'm using right now, Trilene Extra Tough. It's a monofilament. It's a 20-pound test. I have 15-pound test monofilament on my main line. Once I get my leader line attached to the barrel swivel there, I'm gonna string out about 18 inches of line, and I'm gonna trim it off. Leave yourself enough room to work. It's hard to see in this sun, but once you get your leader tied onto that barrel swivel where your main line is with your slip sinker and your bead, you're going to slide on a piece of float. I use just a piece of a peg float, enough to keep this off the bottom, and I use a 6-aught circle hook and it'll float just above the bottom, hopefully in the strike range. As far as knots go, everybody's got their preference. I just use a uni knot for my barrel swivels, and then for my circle hooks I use a snell knot. And if you're not sure about those, there's plenty on YouTube that will teach you that. Alright, y'all, I was just getting packed up to get out of here, and I got my first flathead. Yeah, baby. He comes in at 26 1/4. Nice. Not a giant, but I'll take him.